Com. And if you're looking for something different or unique to do during spooky season, we got you covered. You can book a Mystic Ghost Ride out of Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, and you can learn all the historic ghost stories that are there on the water. Joining us to tell us a little bit more is Miss Jenny. Hey, Jenny.
Well, hello there.
I'm excited about this. I feel like spooky season gives us a time to learn about our history in maybe a fun and unique way. So tell us about your Mystic Ghost boat rides. This sounds fun.
All right, I will. We have several themed tours, but right now we are running the Halloween 2.0 Beware of the Creeper. And it is the Haunted Bayou Cruise. All of our tours are in the midst of the marsh to destinations unknown. It's a 1-hour ride with historical ghost stories and legends of the past.
So this is actually out there on the water. I guess is it after nightfall, or do some of them take part during the day?
It's all in the evening. We start out with a sunset cruise, say around 5 o'clock, and our last tour is at 10 p.m., Thursday through Sunday.
So how many people can fit on a boat?
Up to 6. It's a small passenger group.
And so you said it takes about an hour. So does it get super spooky, or is it more like interesting and educational?
It all depends on who you are. It is a historical ghost story, and all of the stories are derived from the past and the people that had once lived on the bayou. So many of these stories have come out of the Hancock County Historical Society. We have seen paranormal activity on our boat ride. We do have 4 or 5 groups every night that go out on the ride that do have some sort of experience, but I am a storyteller, and so I tell the story and the ghosts just seem to follow me.
So I know you don't want to give away all the stories. We want to encourage people to go and take part in the Mystic Ghost Boat Rides, but give us at least a little taste of maybe what's the history out there on the water.
Well, we talk about the LaFontaine, which he fought in the War of 1812, and he obtained all the land that we roll through the bayou on. And through the War of 1812, he received land for compensation. So, and that's where our story begins, and then it just unfolds from there. But for the Halloween tour, we do add in the creeper, and the creeper is out on the bayou, so beware.
You really make it. It sounds like it would be a lot of fun and really get people into the Halloween spirit. But if not just for then, I noticed then you have multiple tours throughout the year. So even if we can't make it through the spooky season, what other type of adventures do you offer on the water?
Well, the family and I. So what we do out on the bayou and what makes us a little bit different is that we are sort of like a theater out on the bayou. I play the role of Mystic Molly. We have Graves, Repeat, Scully, Skulls, and more. And so when you come on the boat ride, you not only meet Mystic Molly, but you meet the family. And so we put on a show, and some of it's very spooky, and sometimes it's a lot of fun and a lot of laughs. So we do have Creepy Christmas, which is that'll be coming up soon. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's Santa with a rigaroo out on the bayou, and it does have a Krampus-style flair. We also have the Pirate Jean Lafitte and the Curse of the Lost Gold tour in February, and we put a spin on that, which is the Love Boat tour, and that does run throughout the season all summer long. And we also have Cryptic Bunny Tales.
How did your family find itself into the business of boat rides with, the storytelling and also the entertainment and all the things that come with it?
It was all the years I taught school. I'm a retired teacher, and throughout my career in teaching, I wrote stories on the side, and they just collected dust in a notebook. And then COVID happened, 2020 in every way, and I just decided, life is short. Let's change things up. I bought a boat. After I bought a boat, I created some stories and added into the stories I already wrote. And here we are on the Haunted Bayou Cruise. I'm 2 years old, and it's just a great time. Great reviews from my customers. I have people that come from all over the world to see the Haunted Bayou Cruise.
Well, I think that's cool, and I think it's a unique small business, and we're always looking for ways to visit Mississippi in unique ways here on Good Things. And I feel like a lot of us plan our trips to the Mississippi Gulf Coast, or maybe we're listening from around there, and we didn't recognize that there's this cool little, extra excursion that we could tack onto our trip, or maybe do for the first time. I feel like this would be a lot of fun, no matter the year. I think, seeing it from a different perspective, something maybe you've seen all your life, is kind of cool.
Thank you. It's very ghostly mostly, for sure. I've got a lot of people that do come in from New Orleans after they fly in from Colorado, and I let them know I'm about 52 minutes away, but they still come. The Haunted Bayou Cruise is right behind the Silver Slipper Casino, and I'm in a private creepy camp, so the camp itself just kind of, as you're driving in, it just brings that persona of, what am I getting myself into? So,
and once you're on the boat, you can't get away, so that adds to the level of creepiness.
You can't get away, no. And and everybody, and just a little spoiler, the creeper is looking for eyes this year. So if you have a good set of eyes, do come and join us.
If they're looking over at SuperTalk TV, Jenny, I used the photo of, and I guess he may be the creeper. He's a skeleton that's on the boat. Does he have a story? Does he have a name? Is that the creeper?
That is not the creeper. The creeper is out there on the bayou.
Oh, gotcha.
So we have Captain Repeat on the boat, and we have Graves. And so you might be referring to Graves. And so Graves is part of the family, and he is, a lot of the times, he's the gatekeeper, and he has his own spin on some of the stories when he does join us. He only makes select appearances, but when he does arrive, you'll never forget him.
When we think about, you've got 6 maybe in your group, what, in terms of age ranges, what's a safe age in terms of creepiness or good age range to start at going on your tours?
Each tour is different. For the Jean Lafitte Curse of the Lost Gold, the Haunted Bayou Cruise, I would say 7 and up. Now, this past weekend, I had a lot of 5-year-olds. I do ask for people, parents, to bring their children that are potty trained. There is a lot of history out there, but I put it in a way that's theatrical and spooky and scary, and you're going into a bayou that has no houses. You're just going into the marsh and the darkness, and you're gliding through the water. So it's a really good time. I have families that enjoy it. I have groups of 30 and up that just decide to, go take a spin out on the bayou. They enjoy it. So it's something for everyone. Now, I'm not terror on the coast. So I'm somewhere like on the lower end of that. So you're not going to get, horrified with like a man in an axe jumping out at you, spooking you in the middle of the marsh. Anything that comes out of the bayou, that's just all natural. It's paranormal activity, and we're gliding down the bayou telling some really spooky stories, and, some people get really scared, and in the middle we have lots of laughs. So anyone's welcome, but I like to put the limit of 7 and up on my tours.
And you've brought everyone back from the bayou. Nobody got lost in the marsh.
Nobody's been lost in the marsh yet, but the creeper, he is looking for those set of eyes this year.
Perfect, Jenny. All right, where do we go to learn more information?
To learn more information, I invite you to the Mystic Ghost Ride website at www.mysticghostrides.com. And we also have the Pub Walk of Bay St. Louis. It's a ghost cemetery walk as well. So if you go on the website, www.mysticghostrides.com, you can find all the information you'll ever want to find on all of the tours that we do offer this spooky Halloween season.
Well, kudos to you for making that pivot in your career and creating something fun for families to come out and enjoy and learn something new about the place they call home, which is Mississippi or the Mississippi Gulf Coast. So happy Halloween, Jenny.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, and best wishes to you.
All righty, y'all stick with us. No creepers coming up next.